My squeaky chair. It's been, got chicken nuggets for lunch. It's been a hot minute since I vlogged. I tried to a couple of times before, or I think April and early May. It's May 20th right now, and while my partner is at the gym, he's gonna be at the gym until like 2 o'clock. I was like, that's filming time, because I really want to do it again. There's a lot happening, you know, with work and art commissions. I had a trip early in May too that I went to. It was a long drive there and back. And then I got 2 kittens. I think I took a clip of them earlier that I'll probably throw up in here. I can't get it. I got one, and she'll come over here, and 2. They have such sharp little claws. These guys are such brats. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I have so many photos and videos. The completely solid one is Midnight. That's the name that she came with. I call her Karen and Crybaby because she likes to yell a lot. And this is Stockings, or the Terror, or Devil, or Little Monster, or the one who hates me. She's you know, a little bit of a monster, and that's okay. We love her regardless. But I might intersperse some clips of them because I love them. I love them so much, as you can see. Like, look at them little toe beans. Oh my god, and those little needles of claws. They're not very nice to each other. During the day, it's Midnight that's the meanie, and during the nighttime, it's this one that's the meanie. They're so silly goofy, though. They really are. When they attack each other, I can pet them without them attacking me. They were so sweet when they first got here, and they were nervous. Don't bite me. And they were nervous, and they're like, oh, we don't know what to do. And now they're comfortable. Probably had them for a week now. Now they're comfortable. They eat me out of house and home. Tear up everything. Get litter everywhere. Yep. Oh, their names are Stalking and Midnight. That's the names that they came with. These aren't my favorite chicken nuggets, but this is what's in the fridge. I use mustard and one of the knockoff srirachas because we don't have like actual sriracha sauce anywhere here, ever. It's a figment of my imagination, you know? It feels like a relic of a time gone. Because if you want like sriracha, the brand, because if you want sriracha, like the actual sriracha brand that started it, there's mayo, sriracha mayo. I'm like, I love me some good mayonnaise. I get it, but sometimes I just want normal sriracha. Anyways, that's not what I was talking about. Yesterday I wrote almost 2,000 words. Not on the same project and not like good words, as in words that are going into a story. But that's not the point. I wrote and I was having fun because I started outlining a series of romance, like mermaids and mermen and just merfolk, you know? I wanted to for a while. I love the idea of merfolk. Like, if I could be, I would be a mermaid, but you know, it is what it is. I've got to be a person, and we're stuck like this. but I've been reading. It's on my phone. I cannot show you. I'll pop it up here. It's Deep Waters, I think. By, what is her name? But they're merman, ex-human woman romance, and it's not like the shifter romances, which shifter romance are their own category. People love them, obviously. I do not. I want the monster romances. I want my merman, I want him to be vaguely human, massive fish thing. That's what I want. I've been obsessed with it, and if you ever watched Disney's Gargoyles, I read a book recently of that too. That author has another one in that series that I need to get around to reading, but it's because they're like, what are they, technically grotesque? I'm getting distracted. Let me go back to the first books I was talking about. Gotta let my Bluetooth keyboard connect. I should also say, I have food in my mouth. I'm uncouth. We have a visitor. We can't really sit well up there, but they want to anyways. You're gonna watch something terrible happen here. With these videos, my computer with everything I have on it, because I do video games, I do writing, I do my drawing and stuff. This is all in one. I don't dust it as often as I should. So he's running rough. His name is Reggie. He's running rough, so I'm gonna do minimal editing with here. I'll try to take out all the pauses and awkward things and the repeats, but at this point I'm just like, cool transitions, slideshow things, which were fun to do when I first started. Maybe if I get a computer that can like whoosh, you know? I don't know what whoosh is, but if it can do that, then I'll probably add in more effects and whatnot, because with the programs I do have, it is rough. It takes me 30 minutes to do one thing. She's trying to eat my chicken nuggets! Are you connected yet? I'm trying to fill in the silence. It's not connected yet. Anyways, so it's gonna be simple. I use me talking most of the time. I also want to, I'm not gonna say like review books, because I'm not gonna give anything insightful. I'm just gonna be like, I stayed up 25 hours to read this book. Or like, it took me 6 months to read this book because it was so long, but I was already past the halfway point, and I'm like, I can't not finish it now. That's Ice. That's my friend Zins. That's his dog. That's his baby. Pardon you! This is stalking? She's the meanest? Meanest as in, she does not know to withdraw her claws, ever? So I'm like, 4 up. You can't see it. You can't see it. She doesn't eat mustard, but oh my god. Are we connected? We're connected now. I can just... Anyways, she's super cuddly, loves to be around me, and I am absolutely in love with her. She could stab me. She could stab me and I would let her. Anyways, I think it's the Deep Waters series. Yeah. Yeah! Okay. I'm gonna put the first one up here, called Whispers of the Deep. I saw it on TikTok, and I really want signed copies, but she doesn't have it in there last time I checked, so I'm going to have to wait. She's trying to sell another book that I'll eventually get to, but I'm just chewing my glass right now. I'm obsessed with merman, with like mermaids and gargoyles, based off of like, you know, the idea of Disney gargoyles, not like, you know, grotesque, she's knocking stuff down. Not historically accurate gargoyles, because those are like the ring water things. Medieval gutters or something. I don't know. She got karma. like medieval colors and whatnot. They're like technically called grotesque. These are fantasy creatures. We could call them gargoyles if we want to. Pedantics. Language is made up. Which language is made up. We can say whatever we want and assign meaning to it. Anyways. So here's the cover again, because I've been doing that like 500 times. Whispers of the Deep by Emma Ham. She's written a lot of books, but currently, here we are again. Whispers of the Deep was the first one I read. I read that within about a day, probably less than 24 hours between my night that I read it, and then the end of the book that I got the next morning after I slept for like 3 hours. It was really good. Loved it. Obsessed with it. Has all the tropes I love. How did we get into this? I was going to tell you about what I've been doing. This is what I've been doing. I haven't been like reading. Like I've struggled to read. Okay. Struggled. I'll tell you about my nightmare book. Put it up here again because I want to give myself trouble. The Terror by whatever his name is. I'll do a whole review on it because that book almost took me a year long to read. I got it June 23. And I know because I got my Pride book tote with it too. Well, I'm going to talk about it. Talk about it. Okay? It haunts me. I'm forever going to live with that book. I don't like it. But I'm never going to get rid of that book. Ever. Anyways. So, Whispers of the Deep. Loved it. It is monster romance. The spice was okay. It's got spice in it. Fair warning. About 70% in the book. But it's mermaids. There's just enough world building that I'm like, yeah, I'm here. I'm in it, bestie. If I was writing fan fiction of this book, which, what is her name? Melodies? I don't know. It's a lady. They call them Undines. A lady Undine in the first book. She gets a mention in the second book because there's 2 books. She recently came out with one in May. I bumped the date up. And I'm like, ooh. But Melodies? Like, if anyone, like, if we could get a woman loving women out of that Undine, I would love it. Because they're like bigger than the males most of the time. I'm like, what if I just want my mermaid lady ripping me off my feet, okay? Like, stick your breathing tube in my neck. I don't care. It's a good book. I'm gonna do a whole review over the series, I guess. Over the books, because I really like them. I just want to talk about them. Anyways, so that's not... I'm gonna separate these into chapters so you could skip over this, actually. Anyways, so that's what I've been doing. I'm reading a lot of Kindle books. I'm supposed to get a Kindle today because it's just these, you know, really entertaining, fun, giggling, kicking your feet stories that aren't like, they're not going to change my worldview. They're not going to make me go, this is literary fiction. But they're going to stick with me because they're fun. It's entertainment. I love it. And I forgot that I could do that with books. Like these are, I could tear through these. I've torn through so many of these books because they're just fun entertainment that I'm like, this is what I want to do. Anyways, so circling back to why I'm starting to, but her books really inspired me. So that, the gargoyles, romance and whatnot has inspired me to just do some lighthearted entertainment, like entertaining romance books. So, which plotting something out, which right now is just, I'm only like to the maybe midway point, and I'm like, I just want to get in and start writing it. So that's what I plan on doing today after I write a little bit more on my, I've called it A Gathering of Buzzards before as like a working title. I still really like it, but I don't know if it's so much about the buzzards yet. No, I still really like it, A Gathering of Buzzards. I changed it to a Rant work in progress. I know people like covet their titles, so maybe I shouldn't, but I'm still gonna call it A Gathering of Buzzards, work in progress. It's probably gonna have a different title at the end of it, but the big core concept was A Gathering of Buzzards, which is like, you know, people coming in at times of grief and loss and circling in, trying to take advantage of what was going on, of our little main character. It's a Southern Gothic horror, is basically what I'm calling it. So with this, I did a 0 draft of it before, which was like a first person point of view. Didn't like that, and I'm doing a first draft now in 3rd person, and I can already tell I want to add in a couple more point of view characters instead of just our main one, Anna. See, writing that little trashy romance novels with monsters has already been me, like, I'm excited about writing again. Literally, I was like, I have to focus on this one and my adventure western romance. Okay, that's what I have to do. I don't have to. I could focus on a billion projects all at once and write a little bit every day. And I love writing, and it's great again. And, you know, it is what it is. And this reminded me that, yeah, I have fun with writing until I take it too seriously. So I'm just not gonna do that. Like with vlogging, you're just gonna get this mess. It's like 17 minutes long right now. It'll be cut it down. But I'm gonna try to vlog more. Probably while my partner is at the gym, because it's a little embarrassing to vlog, talk to a camera while somebody else is around. Plus he works, you know, we work in the same office room. So, but I probably will talk about more, talk about the books things, because that was really fun on my little tangent that I got off on. It's gonna be completely unscripted. I was like, what if I wrote a script for it? No. This is just me talking to you about books that I've read, that I like, that maybe you would want to read too. I would encourage you to read some of the stuff I read so I could talk about it with somebody. But I haven't edited a video. I got a new phone, and it's a little bit better quality than my other one. My cat that's trying to claw me to get up into my chair. Anyways, I think I've run out of stuff to talk about. I'm gonna try to, basically the whole lowdown is that I'm gonna try to vlog again, edit videos, talk about my writing in a I'm having fun writing kind of way. You'll probably see this thing and her sister a lot more. I guess if you have questions about her and her sister, I would be happy to tell you their little origin story if I didn't in the other clips. I don't know, that's about it. So, recap with us. What did we learn today? I have cats. I'm going to attempt to do YouTube again, but less edited and more just we're having a FaceTime together. I'm still writing my books, but I'm going to take it less seriously and have more fun with it. And I started a mermaid romance series, plotting it out. Will I finish it? Probably not. I'm really invested in it though, so I'll have fun with it. Are they going to be good? You know, they're gonna be what I want to read. I have cats. Did we recap that already? We learned that I have 2 cats now. Oh, and I will be doing book chats, I guess. Alright. That was my last chicken nugget. It's halfway done. I'll finish it off camera though. Thanks for watching, if you watched. If you made it all the way here. If you skipped to here, great. Because me too, bestie. I rambled. I might come out with another video. Maybe, who knows? We'll see. Anyways, I love you. Goodbye.